Hello, dear friends. They didn't act like people or like actors. It's hard to explain. J.D. Salinger, The Catcher in the Rye. Opinion piece. When? Constant question. But baptism by fire. 7-day protocol. Galactic citizenship. Mysterious timeline. Planetary resonance. Economic indicators. Timeline bifurcation. Singular transformation. Elon Musk's announcement. The QFS is still being tested. Everything is about to change. Don't mistake silence for stagnation. Let's start. When will the big change be? Asks Kabamur. If the White Hats control everything, what's stopping disclosure? Abundance, free energy, medical beds, UFO technology, the end of war, and false flags. None of this is happening because change comes before revelation. Evil will be left behind. It will not be defeated. Sources that make predictions only confuse those who want to know. When predictions are wrong, credibility is lost. The Pleiadians began telling us about 13 years ago that the current generations will be the ones to experience it. This means we are near, because this is a plan laid out many thousands of years ago, and this is a gift. Everything is about to turn upside down, according to Kabamur. Jesus said people would not be prepared when the Son of Man shone from the sky in the last days before his return. Meanwhile, the defenders of religion can only see fallen angels and demons, and only expect UFO hoaxes. People have been programmed by the dark to fear the light. We can see signs that great change is coming, with ship sightings, global conflicts, advances in artificial intelligence, and changes in animal behavior. We can find many parallels between Jesus' prophecies and the Pleiadian revelation. Matthew 24 says that only the Heavenly Father knows the day or the hour, and that the Son of Man will arrive when we least expect it. These are the final tests, and you will succeed. Try to enjoy the journey. The Son of Man will appear to an unexpected time, as it was in the days of Noah. Jesus said, the Pleiadians have previously shared that Noah, his family, and many species of animals were saved by the Galactic Federation during the last great cataclysm that wiped out Atlantis. This is further confirmation that the great shift will begin at a time of danger from which we will be safe. Everything is about to change. Remember that the invisible dark spiritual forces are the ones truly trapped on Earth. Their power is only an illusion. We are just playing a temporary role-playing game, and we are about to once again have powers greater than any evil entity that has ever manipulated us. If you ever feel threatened by negative entities, remind them who you are and what's coming. This isn't about generating fear, but about ensuring that no matter what happens, we are covered. The Pleiadians have said that during the shift, the sky will change color and be filled with ships. They said that if nuclear weapons were used again, there would be a massive influx of ships. Opinions. New Pentecost. Father Yanucci describes a twofold process. First, a worldwide purification followed by a sanctification that involves enlightenment and unification. This process is seen as the beginning of a new Pentecost, culminating in an era of peace where those marked by God will inherit the earth. Yanucci draws on the epistles of Saint Peter, suggesting that the current era of the world is reserved for a baptism of fire. Excuse me. According to Gary Kay, we have reached a turning point in our ascension journey. The anchors of density, traumas, old patterns, and ingrained codes that once kept us tethered to 3D are dissolving. For years, many missionaries of light have felt stuck, endlessly revisiting the same wounds and wondering why the healing never seemed to be complete. Now, something different is happening. The anchors that held us in density are being released, and with it comes a profound phase shift in how we embody the light. Reset news. According to Ethan White of Gaystellar, QF accounts are being activated around the world as gold vaults are unlocked through voice and DNA matching. The quantum financial system QFS is already operating in classified test zones in the US, South America, Europe, and parts of Asia. It is operational from mid-July 2025 and as of September 6, and there are confirmed activations reports from Level 3 redemption groups, selected veterans, and legacy account holders in 14 countries. It hasn't been implemented massively yet, but it is happening. Real people are being contacted, accounts are being unlocked, and gold is being allocated, but it is all happening quietly, under military supervision and on case-by-case basis, while engineers perfect the final integration of the system globally. This is all part of the second phase rollout, a stage in which QFS engineers, military liaisons, and secure communications officers coordinate to test. The takedown of the financial cabal isn't over, but it's underway. Don't mistake silence for stagnation. Each incursion generates new names, new accounts, and new QFS entries. The process is dynamic, recursive, and stoppable. That's why so many elite families are going into hiding, some literally disappearing into privately funded bunkers in Patagonia, New Zealand, and Antarctica. They know what's coming. The hunt is on, and the dark side players are being exposed. They will try to stop this with wars, economic destruction, riots, and an event. This is their 16-year plan they are pushing. All of this will fail because it forces them to defend the indefensible. Announcement. Most people have no idea what will happen in the next 7 days, says Elon Musk in a direct announcement about a world-changing event that would happen in 7 days. The content is structured with a sense of urgency regarding an imminent transformation of humankind. Musk announces the creation of the best chip for artificial intelligence. Musk described transformation as a sudden and irreversible leap in human evolution, marked by a divide between those who are ready and those who are not. The preparation involves 7 days of specific mental, social, and physical protocols designed to harmonize consciousness. He claims that the technologies Musk is associated with, Neuralink, Starlink, Tesla, and SpaceX, are interconnected systems designed to unite human consciousness and an expanded reality. He refers to globally synchronized human neural activity, AI systems converging on a mysterious timeline, economic indicators behaving inexplicably, and shifting planetary resonances, all as supposed evidence of an imminent singular transformational event. The 7-day protocol comprises steps such as awakening, purification, assessment of connections, assessment of skills, integration of fears, tactical preparations, and activation of a new consciousness with specific guidelines for mental, emotional, and physical preparation. Musk urges people to seek mindfulness, self-reflection, and inner growth for a spiritual singularity, with imminent technological progress and change. Galactic citizens. Ismael Perez claims that humankind is preparing to join an interstellar community after the spiritual awakening. He says this occurs on a positive timeline, one of several temporal forks he describes. In his view, Earth has long been monitored by benevolent, multidimensional beings who adhere to Prime Directive and avoid direct interference based on concepts of the Law of One and cosmic spiritual traditions. Perez alleges that a rogue artificial intelligence, which has infiltrated political and technological systems, has long sought control of Earth, manipulating both human and outside groups to try to prevent humanity from achieving its natural ascent. He presents a view that ancient Earth was manipulated by the figure known as Enki or the Demiurge, whose actions are described as the creation of a false matrix and the diminishment of human spiritual sovereignty through genetic manipulation. Perez links Enki to transhumanism, claiming that certain public figures are fractal incarnations of Enki who promote a technocratic agenda. Perez describes a future split into three distinct timelines: a negative technocratic future, a positive organic ascension, and a neutral path, each with a parallel existence of approximately 1 million years. He encourages listeners to seek inner sovereignty and avoid dependence on external savers or technological integration. Perez mentions future events such as a global blackout, banking changes, and the imminent arrival of visitors from the stars, and addresses prophecies about the New Jerusalem mothership and ongoing spiritual development linked to cosmic history. Messages. Whoever wrote the script for the X-Files must be a time traveler or a high-ranking deep state agent who revealed his plan just for fun, according to Maverick X. We live in the Golden Age. This is the time the prophecies speak of, with ancient singing gatherings and nobility behind closed doors. The season of change calls the earth to be reborn into a reality of perfect peace. You see this unfolding with science. The clash of energies is not yet over, but the caterpillar will become a butterfly, without a doubt, according to the family of Digeta. According to Bennett Ross, you are an eternal being responding to the call of your highest divine self, which is your exalted consciousness, is dreaming your life, and is the essence of who you are. Reality is a dream, and ascension is becoming lucid in your dream. When the collective consciousness reaches a certain critical mass of awakening, the universe will provide the energetic support for the quantum leap into authentic existence. Expect an imminent transformation and the actualization of every cell of your being. The lunar matrix is broadcasting a false reality, trapping humanity in a false simulation. The moon is an electromagnetic computer and is causing people to transmit low-frequency emotional energy. The carrier waves from Saturn are being transformed by the moon. Without the moon, a great calm would descend upon humanity. Saturn creates matter as we perceive it through the information fields we decode in this holographic world. Time accelerates because our consciousness creates time. When we operate at a higher frequency, we return to our younger, healthier state. You are pure consciousness temporarily dreaming of separation. You are the actor on the stage where the entire experience unfolds. If you kill or eat animals without a second thought, then you are operating at a low frequency. Breaking news. Gold and silver are the canary in the coal mine. They detect risk and fear, according to Bill Holter. 14 countries at the Davos Forum signed a treaty granting them the power to spray our skies with chemtrails, touting it as a way to improve humanity. In quotes. Environmental Protection Agency Director Lee Seldin confirms that chemicals such as sulfur dioxide are being released for geoengineering. New motion of no confidence against Ursula von der Leyen. 4 candidates for the Alternative for Germany party died suddenly 2 weeks before the local elections. The UN says time is running out to prevent the spread of famine in Gaza. Peronism defeats Milei's party in the Buenos Aires provincial elections. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.